Guys, it's your boy, Mr. James Adeleke, and yes, I am back for another video. Hamburger Jones, another day in the bag. Anyway, I hope you guys have had an amazing week so far, and you are ready to have a great weekend. So, today's video is basically, I was going to carry on from the topic I did yesterday, which was about breathing. Being centered, resetting yourself, ready to take on the task and the challenge ahead. But today I'm going to talk about actually the importance of connections, the importance of being the best you at all times, and how a person you meet today, what impact they can have on you tomorrow. So I'm going to give you guys two stories of the power of connections and the power of just networking. The first story is I was at one of the major banks who supports the work we do at Generation Success, and we had a sit down with their director of business, and he was like, James, I love the work you guys do, and how we how we can access diverse talent through you. In fact, we had an event where a young lady said to me, I'm looking for a job, and I said to her, send me your make an application, email me your name, and I'll guarantee you an interview. And they get about 80 to 90 applications per role. So for him to guarantee an interview was major. So she applied, she sent him an email, she got through to interview. At the interview, it was up to her to impress. He had no part in the application process. But she got the job, and he told me she's doing amazingly well. A second story is I just met one of my friends today who was part of Generation Success during our early days, and every day me and the team, I'll drill them about the power of networking, about the power of making sure you have your elevator pitch correct, making sure that you can concisely talk about you, your history, and what you're trying to do in the future. And during the early days, they didn't really understand what I was talking about. And it was only later on, and she said, we needed practice. For you, it was natural, but we needed practice. Anyways, they went to this event, and they got talking to a few people. And at the end, they said they just got talking to this lady. They didn't really know who she was. But she turned out to be a COO, once again from one of the major 4 banks. And they didn't know she was a COO, so Chief Operating Officer. But the woman was saying how she had struggled to get a job, and she understood the power of networks, understood the power of being in the right environments and finding out about the right opportunities. So anyway, my friend, I'll call her my friend. I don't want to embarrass her because she hates like social media stuff, but she will be a case study for Gen Success. Anyway, towards the end, my friend was like, look, if you need us to do we'd be happy to do some work experience, even for free. Just, give us opportunity, because we're desperately looking for work experience, because their CV wasn't really that great. And the woman said, you know what, send me your CV and I'll see what I can do. A month later, 1 month later, my friend got a call from one of the insurance companies, and they gave her a work experience. And this work experience was major because she was an international student. So she worked there, did work experience there, and then they managed to get her I think she's on a tier 4 visa, which is like if you're a student, you don't have to go through the tier 2 requirements, but still, from a conversation, she didn't make an application, she was called in for like a brief chat, brief interview, ended up work experience. The other person she was with got a work experience opportunity at a top 4 bank, just through a conversation. And this is what I mean about the power of networking, the power of being the best you. The power of actually, you don't actually, they didn't really know who they were talking to really and what that person could bring, but they still had that conversation. And I feel I'm rambling right now, but just network, have a chat. Don't be stuck in your bubble. You just never know where a conversation can lead to. And, we have, over 1,500 people come to our talks and events, and they find their mentors, they find their business partners, they find work experience through Generation Success. So I say just be find a network. Even if it's not just success, just take yourself outside your current bubble. If your network is not supporting who you want to be, then find another network. If the door is closed, then build a wall. Build a gateway. I don't care. Just make it happen. Anyway, guys, don't forget, when you become a student of life, your life starts to change. You are the master of your ship, the captain of your own destiny. You have got the key to the car in your hands. All you have to do is sit down in that driver's seat, see the key in ignition, and drive towards the finish line. And do not let anyone stop you.